tell us what's the purpose of today's meeting, dialogue session with the residents, and what is the general sensing?
Okay, I decided to have this dialogue session after the issue was raised when it was reported in the papers that Wild Boars sighting in my area in Pierce Reservoir, and also a resident had written to me expressing the concern about Npark's culling. She didn't want anyone of them to be culled. And so I thought that it's better for me to reach out to my residents to hear from them what are their concerns and what they think we should do. For me, the most important consideration was safety of my residents. That's what I had. Although I was also excited to see wild boar population that's reversed from decline to growth. But most important is going to be safety.
So what's the general sensing of the residents today who have come and expressed their views?
Okay, we did a few things. Immediately after it was reported in the papers, we did send out a survey form to residents in the area. And so I've been getting the feedback, although not many have given the feedback. Those who have written, among them, some of them have actually said that they're concerned and they would like the population to be culled. Some of them would like to keep the wild boars around because they would love to see animals in the wild. But in the dialogue session today, we had a very interesting discussion. And at the end of the session, I had asked, by show of hands, I would say that 95% of them understood that we cannot allow the population to continue to grow, and that some amount of culling was needed to bring to a level that's manageable. And so, but at the same time, residents are concerned about how you do it. And so those who had defended keeping the wild boars said if you have to cull, do it in a humane manner. But generally, I would think that, especially after the Bishan Park incident yesterday, more of our residents are concerned about their safety, and have expressed the desire that culling take place, but we should not wipe out the population.
So is there an ideal number to be kept, or?
We asked Npark a question. I think they could not, they had some theoretical answers, but I don't think so. They have come up with a final number. The estimate right now is that about 100, and that's causing quite a bit of damage in the Pierce Reservoir area, and also causing some problems among residents. So we really don't know what the real number is going to be, but it's definitely cannot be at the current rate.
So referring to the incident yesterday at the Bishan Park, do you think there is a more sense of urgency to resolve this problem, because this problem has been dragging for quite some time? Yeah,
I think it's important that we resolve this quickly, and that Npark gather as much research and information as possible and resolve this quickly. It's quite logical to see that that the food in the forest must be running out because numbers are large, and so the wild boars will not explore further away from the jungle area to look for food, and that's where humans will be, and so that incident yesterday, we are very fortunate that the boy did not have any serious injury, but I think we cannot take it for granted that there cannot be a serious one. The wild boars have shown that they can attack, so we have to resolve this quite urgently, in my opinion.
So do you think some immediate action should be taken now?
Yeah, I think maybe as quickly as possible. We have requested Npark to quickly study all the information, do as much research as they can, and to act quickly.
Okay. Can you just tell us about your opinion about today's session, and who else is invited to the dialogue sessions beside the residents?
Okay, my priority was to meet up with my residents because Pierce Reservoir was just fringing where they live. So I had invited all my residents. Among the attendees also was a research student who's not a student, and we welcomed him. And so majority of the attendees today were residents in Kebun Baru, and so we had invited them to give their opinion. Now I think my residents' view is one set of views, and Npark will have to consult whoever else they have to consult to finally come up with a final decision what they will do.
So who is at the panel, and why are they here?
We had invited Npark to make a presentation. In the panel today, AVA was here, and NEA too, and together with the chairman of the neighborhood committee in the area.
So do you think today's dialogue is fruitful, and what can you conclude from that?
Okay, I think it was a very fruitful dialogue. We heard a diverse range of views, some very passionate about doing what is right. Some didn't want it to be killed, and some of them really wanted us to eliminate. So it was a very useful session, and all the rest who were listening also got to hear all the views. At the end of the day, what was important was I think all of them had safety as their main consideration, and almost all agreed that the Nparks will have to do some amount of population control through culling and so on. So I think it's useful. This is based on this. I'm going to speak with the minister to tell him that in my opinion, based on my residents' feedback, is that that they should continue with the plans to cull and reduce the population.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Singh.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
sir.